ضيق خلقك الحمد لله.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back. Just before the ad break, I had the pleasure of speaking to Nizam Abdullah of Fusion Events, doing sterling work in organizing, quite honestly, what promises to be the major highlight of our calendar year for us in the Western Cape, and I dare say in the country. JEQ is celebrating 50 years of excellence in the memorization of the Holy Quran, is celebrating this, and culminating it rather, in a week of celebrations, November 30th until December the 7th. Nizam and his excellent team at Fusion Events are tasked to putting it all together. And as he had spoken in his conversation with me, one of the very many highlights of this week, in fact, is the art exhibition that takes place December the 2nd and December the 3rd. And he alluded to international visitors, international calligraphers coming, workshops happening, etc. And so it's a great privilege to have with me the founder of the Arabic Calligraphers South Africa, Sheikh Fahim Jackson, in the studio to tell us a little bit more. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair for having me on the...
No, it's a pleasure. So Nizam was speaking to us with regards to the relationship that exists between ACSA, Arabic Calligraphers South Africa, and JEQ. What is that relationship and what made you partner with JEQ in this particular venture?
Well, I feel, and shukran first of all for that question, because the importance of the relationship between reading and writing, that's what it is actually. And in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about the reading. The first verse of the Quran was Iqra. And in the same surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also tells us that Alladhi allama bil qalam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught man what he knew not by the pen. And this is also the first creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The pen was the first creation according to a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered the pen to write. And the pen, the qalam, wrote everything that was to come. So in terms of our relationship between JEQ and Arabic calligraphers is basically the relationship of the Quran in reading and the Quran in writing.
MashaAllah, beautiful. Before we go further in terms of the event itself, can you tell us a little bit about Arabic Calligraphies SA? There may be some viewers out there who are not familiar with the organization, with the grouping. I introduced you, as I know you are the founding father, but a little bit about the organization itself.
Yes, basically the Arabic Calligraphers came about. I started doing basic courses, introductory courses in Arabic calligraphy, and over the past 2 years, and people started asking after the introductory course, where can we go? So in calligraphy, you have a system of learning. There is a proper system set in place over the centuries. And alhamdulillah, the Turkish method has been the best by far. And we've also connected with someone who is you can call him a professor in Arabic calligraphy. His name is Ustad Rafik Charikçı. He's from Turkey. And alhamdulillah that he's based here in South Africa, that we have made him our mentor. So in terms of Arabic calligraphy being taught as a subject, you can actually get an ijaza. Ijaza, as we know, in qira'ah, people refer to ijaza of the different sciences of the Quran and also different sciences of a hadith and so on. In Islam, we have the system, but also in calligraphy. So you learn for a certain amount of years, for example, and after your teacher is satisfied with your writing, you get awarded an ijaza, which is a certificate of permission, basically.
Sure. And how long has the organization existed? Approximately how many members?
Well, we informally kind of organized ourselves last year, which is 2018.
Sure.
So this year, alhamdulillah, we are making the formal transition to start.
Inshallah, those numbers will grow. So let's speak about the event itself. So to our viewers, again, Nizam or Fusion Events spoke so eloquently and with great excitement and enthusiasm in his voice about the art exhibition. So you as ACSA being principally involved or responsible for the art exhibition, can I ask you to elaborate please on what we can be expecting over those 2 days?
Yes, we have a very exciting program and lineup. First of all, the exhibition takes place between the 2nd of December and it runs through right up till the 6th. Okay. And on the 7th, there will be a banquet as well, where there will also be some masterpieces there. So the actual highlight of the program is not only the calligraphy itself, but also the calligraphers. So we are showcasing and we are introducing our people to the subject of calligraphy and the process of learning calligraphy by also introducing them to the masters. Okay. So we'll have, like I said, Ustad Rafiq Charikche from Turkey. We also have Haji Nurdin and his wife, Haji Nurdin from China. They're from China. And he is actually he's regarded as one of the 500 most influential Muslims since 2012 up till now. So they are actually quite big names. And then we also have Sheikh Abdul Hamid, who he is a resident of and a teacher at Jamiatul Qura at the moment. And he's also an expert in calligraphy. He's actually won a calligraphy competition in Egypt in 2012, I think it was, 2012. He took second place. Sure. So he's one of the top 10 calligraphers in Egypt. So we have really highly skilled people coming here to showcase the calligraphy. And also we have Muhammad Hobi, who is a South African calligrapher who mastered the art of calligraphy, attained his ijaza, and he's also been given and awarded a what you call Turkish citizenship. Wow. In honor of his commitment to calligraphy. So he's currently residing in Turkey, teaching and working there, and his works will also be on exhibit here as something not to be missed, inshallah.
Great. Very definitely, I think, exclamation mark, something not to be missed. Sheikh Fahim, with regards to, so the calligraphers will be here, their work will be exhibited. Would there be an opportunity for the public to engage with the calligraphers? Would they be conducting workshops for those who are moved and stirred to perhaps try their hand at this particular art?
Yes, definitely there will be courses. We'll have master classes. So the master classes will be for people that are serious about learning calligraphy, and they will run over a period of 3 days. But there will also be introductory classes, 1 hour workshops, and we will have something called a calligrathon as well. So we'll have 25 sessions where 50 people at the time can participate in the calligrathon. And I would urge people to please go visit the JEQ website and our website as well, which is www.axa.co.za.org.za. Sorry. So all the information will be on the. People can also register for the events on Quicket, and we hope to see everybody from all parts of South Africa, not only from Cape Town. Sure. But I believe there will be people coming from Durban as well, and Johannesburg to participate.
Is there any cost involved in registering, in attending the workshops, anything of that sort?
There will be costs. There are various costs, so people should just look out for the information that we'll be placing on the websites
and then,
very shortly, inshallah.
Again, Nizam of Fusion Events was speaking about Muhammad Arasal Ali, who is coming. Is that obviously different from calligraphy, but perhaps part of the art exhibition?
Yes, I can speak about that a little bit. So Arasal Ali, he's an artist who specializes in spray paint. What they call this? Graffiti. Yes. The graffiti art. So he does that, and I think last year at the JEQ banquet he did a beautiful piece, yes. Which was called the First Revelation. Yes. So he's going to be doing another piece, inshallah, this year, and he's going to be doing it live at the banquet. So people should also, I think there are still tickets available for the banquet. They shouldn't miss out on that. He's going to be doing a live demonstration, and that artwork will also be on show and on auction. And then we also have other artists also from the Safia, which is South African Foundation for Islamic Art. Ahmad Soni. There's so many people. Sure. There will also be a Mauritanian sheikh. He will be explaining the methodology in teaching in their country the writing of the Quran, which is also of interest to us as Arabic calligraphers South Africa, because it speaks to the reading and the writing of the Quran.
And all of this is happening at the JEQ premises?
Everything, all of those things and more will be happening here, inshallah.
Oh, fantastic. So I think quite honestly, it really is one of those things that you can't wait for. Sheikh, as we move towards the conclusion, the value, of Arabic calligraphy in terms of its beauty, its effect on the writer, and certainly how pleasing it is to the viewer, as it were. If we can just connect, and perhaps I am asking you to be asking people, for those who just thought about it, who saw it simply as a beautiful piece of writing, that perhaps they too are capable You know, so I'm asking you to speak with regards to what has drawn you to calligraphy, Arabic calligraphy, and maybe what can others take from that for themselves as well. And in the last few minutes that we do have left.
Sure. The value of Arabic calligraphy, I think it speaks to every single Muslim,
Sure.
Even non-Muslims. I've seen people who are not from the faith of Islam that are drawn to the Arabic writing. And there's an example, people could go to Google and Instagram and search for Wissam Shaukat. He's a staunch Christian, but he writes the Quran beautifully and he respects the Arabic calligraphers. So in terms of the value of Arabic calligraphy, I think it's if we can look at it like this, that without the writing of the Quran, there is no reading of the Quran. So I think that is the basic, the fundamental connection between Arabic calligraphy and the Quran. It is something that is necessary. It has been necessary since the inception of Islam. When Rasulullah SAW received the revelation, he ordered the scribes at the time, and there were many scribes, and they wrote down the Quran. And eventually, over the centuries, the style of writing has changed, but the value is still there. It's exactly the same.
Jazakumullah, Sheikh Fahim Jackson, sorry, for whetting our appetite and causing us to salivate about the art of beautiful writing, which is calligraphy. So Sheikh Fahim Jackson shares with us in a little bit more detail with regards to what can be expected in the week of the Quran. And particularly, as he said, starting on the 2nd of December for a period of maybe 1 week, the stunning exhibition, international guests, international artists, as it were, and not forgetting the local ones. And so, for any further information that you may need, the list of the events that were spoken about throughout the program, please visit the website www.jeq.co.za. And in all of those activities, there will be something for you that draws you closer to the Quran and thus draws you closer to Allah. That is of benefit to you and indeed to all of us. Until we speak again, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
لا 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 ما تسوى الدنيا تضيق خلقك الحمد لله ما حد بياخذ منك رزقك هدي وارتاح ثابر واطمح من حقك بس بلاش العين لا 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 ما تسوى الدنيا تضيق خلقك الحمد لله ما حد بياخذ منك رزقك هدي وارتاح ثابر واطمح من حقك بس بلاش